and if that service so often continues after that veteran comes back to this country, to their community, and to their family. Stephanie mentioned the town halls that we held in El Paso, Texas, and it was very often those veterans at the microphone who would share with us their concerns, not about themselves and their treatment and their care or the respect that they were owed, but wanting to ensure that the next generation of veterans receives that care, that treatment, and that respect and condition for Vietnam veterans. You point out that that was for those who set foot in Vietnam, those who served in the waters off of Vietnam, or were the mechanics on the planes and equipment that came back from Vietnam, all of whom were exposed to Agent Orange, should also be included in this presumptive category so that they get the care and the treatment that they deserve. And then your concern about privatization is shared by me. Listening to Ronald right now talking about treating and caring for veterans at the VA. If we send veterans out into private care, those providers will not know the signs of suicidal ideation, will not have had the experience treating veterans who come back with PTSD or TBI or military sexual trauma. You want those VAs to be centers of excellence for care for those who have, unlike the general population in this country. The excellent case that you just made, the case I've heard from doctors and psychiatrists and psychologists at the VA, they want to be able to prescribe medicinal cannabis in certain instances as an alternative to an opioid, which so this is a life or death issue at the VA, and I'm grateful to you and others who've been on the front lines of advocacy to make sure that this country takes this issue seriously and that we begin to change our laws to reflect that. And now that more than half the country has decided that will either decriminalize, medicinalize, or legalize marijuana, I think it's important that at the federal level, from the administration and as president, I'll make this a priority, we end the prohibition on marijuana and get care to people who otherwise would be denied it. Save lives in the process. Thank you. Thanks for raising this.
Through the VA.
And access through the VA. Yes, sir. Yeah. You mentioned your husband's struggle in finding a job after 23 years of service to this country. We proposed a reverse boot camp while still in service that would connect that service member with a career or education or skills or training or employment before they separate, so that they do not fall through the cracks and they're connected and able to contribute to their full potential. One of my colleagues on the Veterans Affairs Committee, a Republican, Brad Winstrup,